Hey everybody, it's David and Jen here with David Christopher's, and we are barely coming to you today because we have had quite the week.
Yeah, my vision's a little blurry right now because I have a stress headache.
Yes, he literally just took some ibuprofen because he can't see out of but one eye.
Yeah, my left eye's a little fuzzy right now.
He's got a little twitch.
I think they call that cloud migraines.
Yes.
Fun.
So this past week, I've had some kind of mystery pain in my abdominal region that we're trying to figure out. I have a CT scan set up for next week. I usually don't like to do those kinds of things, but sometimes you have to, especially as you get older. And our oldest son had his wisdom teeth taken out a couple of weeks ago. Well, he got up yesterday with half of his face like swollen up, and it was sad. And he was in pain, so we had an emergency visit to the oral surgeon who had to, I'll save you the details, but they had to clean all of this out and put him on, yes, it was not fun, and put him on a stronger antibiotic, and it has just been one of those weeks where you just feel attacked from all sides. Mm-hmm. So we didn't think we were even going to get to make this video today. But here we are. It was in question. We kept saying, let's just make a post that says, hey, we've had some issues this week, but dedicated. We are here. David can hardly see. I have cried all of my makeup off today, and I had some mascara and lipstick in my purse.
You put your face back on.
So I put
Jen doesn't wear a lot of makeup, so wasn't much to put back on. But
still. So if my eyes look bloodshot, I haven't been drinking. Just know we've had a rough week because like you all, we're just, have stresses and things that happen in our family and our store and our bodies.
And it's in those moments that if we can encourage you right now, we would like to, because it's actually been a really good year in a lot of ways. It's been a really stressful year in a lot of ways. And I personally have had a lot of stress, and our family's had a lot of stress and a lot of things going on. So I have probably listened to that song Gyra about 1,000 times.
Yes, by Maverick City, right?
Yeah, and and I've done a lot of study on Jehovah Jireh, the Lord is my provider. Mm-hmm. And I just want to encourage you that if you are going through things, if you have stress, if you have whatever going in your life, it has helped me so much to think of Jehovah Jireh, the Lord is my provider, because
yes.
To just recognize that it's not all up to me, that I can't control it. If anything, over the last year has shown me with COVID and all the crazy stuff that's happened is I can't control everything. So I have to depend on the one who can control everything and who is looking out for me and who's looking out for you. So we just encourage you to lean into him. If you get a chance, check out that song. That has made a world of difference in my life. So
I'll put the link to the YouTube video for the song he's talking about in our description box, so you can find it there and check it out and be encouraged. Without further ado, we know you are here. Yes, you want to see Christmas, I'm assuming, if I'm assuming correctly. Please note that some of the items that you're going to see in this video, if you are watching this before September 1st, these items aren't in stock yet. But you can go to our website and check those out and go ahead and place an order if you want to, if we have available stock in those, and we can ship those out to you in a couple of months. We're still waiting on containers and things to come in, but some of the things may be in stock. You'll just have to check the website to see what we have in stock and what's coming.
Yeah. But in an effort to bring you Christmas in July, we're going to do Christmas, whether we have it in stock or not. But we have samples, so we're going to put it together.
Yes. Today, David is going to be working with this pine needle wreath.
Yeah, this is actually our standard mixed pine.
Okay.
That's a 36-inch wreath.
We're going to fluff it because these wreaths have to be what we call shaped or fluffed because they are.
Pine needles are wired, but when you get them, they're like this. So you got to make sure that you get the maximum impact for what you pay for.
Some people wear gloves when they do this. If you have to shape a lot of these, you probably want to
Okay.
wear some gloves unless your hands are like David's and he's so used to it that I don't know that it bothers you anymore.
Mine are immune.
Your hands are immune.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff itches me, like touching me, it's like scratchy.
It's not insulation.
I know, but you know.
That does bother me.
Insulation.
Nobody likes the fiberglass insulation.
So this
And
guy,
we're going to cover most of the steps. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to, for one thing, we want to get a lot of the tips out farther from the wreath so that you get more visual impact in the width of the wreath. And then really you just go in and kind of fill in the rest of it. There. I found a garland. Haha. Makes life easier. So we're going to show you a quick and easy way to make a wreath look extremely full and elegant with a ball garland. So a lot of people buy these and then are not really sure what in the world they do this for. So one thing that we use these for is wreaths. They're not just for garlands like on your mantle. So just start by fixing the first part in, and then this really, since this is mixed different colors, it really helps add a lot of character because of the different sizes of the ball, a lot of different sizes and textures. So this is glitter, shiny, this is a red flocking. And we're just gonna, every so often, we're gonna take the frame base and we're going to use a piece of our vinyl to wire it in. By wiring it in, I'm gonna take this frame of my garland and I'm gonna wrap a piece of my vinyl around that a couple of times, and that way it won't come out. It's gonna stay perfectly fixed where we want it. And then we're back around to the beginning. We're going to wire that in really well. And then we can add our ribbon and our stems and anything you want to add, but this is a really quick, easy way for you to get a really extravagant look in a wreath. We're going to add black and white to our red, emerald, white wreath. Black and white works really so great with a lot of different themes that we have this year. So we have like red berries and ice and white with a little bit of emerald, and then we have our Nutcracker theme, which is red, emerald, and white. And it's kind of fun. It has a lot of really bold patterns in it, so a lot of like Harlequin styles, checkered, things like that, just overloaded with patterns. And then we also have Winter Glam. And Winter Glam is kind of a little bit cleaner black and white, and it's a lot of solid blacks and silvers and very crystal and elegant. But we're going to use a lot of this pattern for this wreath. And I'm going to start by taking some of my stems apart just a little bit because I want to spread this pretty evenly around my wreath. So I cut it in the middle, and then I'm going to put a piece in the top. And I always use a little piece of the vinyl to add that extra security just to hold it in place. And you can choose to glue this in. I'm going to glue as little as possible into this wreath just so you kind of get an idea of how you can do it at home without a glue pen. And I'm going to go inside and hook a piece of vinyl around, and then hook another piece for my short stem here so that it holds really well. And then I kind of go outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, so that this leaf is not just all outside like a ring. Now I'm going to use our crazy foam Magnolia leaves that have this glitter stripe pattern and do something similar with them. So I'm actually going to cut these into individual pieces so I can get that evenly distributed around the wreath.
As a reminder, everything you're seeing in this video can be found at davidchristopher's.com. We sell wholesale and retail, so check out the website and place your orders.
Moving to our next piece, I'm going to use this cutout Harlequin holly pick that has the giant metallic pom-pom and a couple of the red balls. And one thing that I want to point out about this is mixed. So we have emerald green balls in our wreath already, and I'm mixing the apple green, this much lighter color green, with some of the darker green. It just gives it a little more variation and some texture. So don't be afraid to mix some of those colors, especially with greens. Greens seem to work together better than things like reds. You don't really want to get into like pink shades or orange shades with reds, but with greens you're usually safe. Now, in keeping with our heavy pattern wreath, we're going to add some of these checkerboard patterned black and white glitter balls. So you don't have to glue these in. You can. I probably normally would, but for now, I think I'm just going to use a little piece of the pine and just make sure you get that string around it, good in the back. And then you kind of tuck that in, and it should stay exactly where you put it.
A lot of people could look at this wreath and say, that's enough, you've done it. It's complete. But it's not the David Christopher's way. They can't see you.
I didn't know if you wanted me to talk or not.
No.
That's not the way I see it. I see lots of empty spaces where I still see this green, and that's meant for me to cover it up.
But there are a lot of people that like to see green on their Christmas tree, on their wreaths, and we get a lot of comments sometimes that say, oh, we can't see the tree, or we can't see the wreath, you've covered it up. Yeah, we have, because we want to show you as many products as possible. And you can find all of these products that we're using, plus the ones that he's going to continue to add, in the description box.
Okay, so I'm going to add a couple of new black and white pattern balls. This one has this Harlequin pattern striped with a solid black. And then this one is just a really fun fabric that's got a little like puff white stripe in it. And we're going to add just a lot of different patterns. Still adding new items, bold patterns, but these are red and green, so we're just going to layer this up. Now we're going to add this metallic Magnolia. So the whole fabric is like a lame, and it's got this glittered center. But that's going to work in really well with all of our bold patterns, and since we've got some other textures, a lot of glitter, we don't have a whole lot of metallic in there, so we're going to add this in. have a multitude of black and white and red and green options, and I just grabbed a few because I don't need a ton of extra pattern, but I do want to get just a little bit more of this Harlequin, and I'm going to add this stripe since I don't really have a whole lot of stripes in here, and I'm going to use a solid red with a emerald green back, and I'm going to put that together and make us a little bow to go hanging down at the base. Okay, so I've made really 3 different types of bows, different sizes, and I've stacked them so that I've got just a nice mixture. And then I'm just kind of making myself a little spot here, and I'm going to go into the back of the wreath with my wire. See if I can find it.
This wreath goes with your Nutcracker sweet theme, and I know that you have the tree that you're going to do for us later on. And what are some other elements that you're going to add to the tree that maybe aren't in this wreath?
So for the tree, we actually have like drums that are different sizes that have a lot of pattern. They're reds, whites, greens, blacks, and a little bit of gold. And then we also have some different nutcrackers that we're going to be adding. And lots more ribbon. There's still tons of ribbon to be added.
I love this. It's one of my favorite themes for this Christmas season. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss future videos, and let us know in the comments if this is going to be one of your favorites. Talk to you later.